Mm-hmm.
So if you're setting up your own government, you don't have to do everything they do.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why jural assemblies they can change the rules if they want to or laws.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
Sometimes it look like they're changing them as they go.
You want to read it? Please
Okay.
note.
Note that land and soil are inextricably connected. Soil is defined as the first 6 inches, the very top layer of the land. Whoa. While land is all the underlying strata. That's crazy.
Mm.
That's interesting to me. So soil, so we speak of soil, it's the first 6 inches.
Like when they bury you, how deep they?
6 feet.
Oh, 6 feet. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we told them this.
Yeah, that's expressed at 6 feet under.
All right. I thought.
And
Oh, my bad.
I am often asked, why can't people of color and women organize the initial jural assembly? They can. They just can't make a part of the quorum for a jural assembly until at least a minimum jury pool of originally qualified electors has been organized and has conducted an update election allowing membership to them. This is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because this
I
reminds
wonder did
me
they
of,
do that already?
yeah, this reminds me of the Electoral College.
Okay.
It's a bunch of people we still to this day don't know who make it up.
Mm.
But they the ones with all the power.
Right.
Yeah, we know one thing about them. They all white, motherfuckers.
I ain't even sure these days with all these black Republicans running around. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I find it very weird. How can you have all this power, but I can't know who you are?
Mm-hmm.
So now it seems like they're getting into nitpicking, like, oh, we'll let women and people of color in, but it's a certain way, And then this group is who decides it, our little assembly. And come on now,
Mm-hmm.
and your assembly could be made up of Buford that be wearing that white cape all the time. You don't know who the people are, which is weird. That's weird to me.
Yep.
It says again, this isn't anything arbitrary or racist or sexist. Yeah, right. It is. I mean, come on, just the fact that you made that statement. It is simply the fact that we are restoring a court system that hasn't been updated since 1860. And at that time, neither people of color nor women were allowed as part of the quorum. That's why an update election is needed. I am also often asked, why is it necessary to formally declare the capacity in which you are acting and also explicitly reconvey and claim your trade name? The short answer is that, one, you could get into trouble with federal territorial authorities, what I call federal. Excuse me, you keep reading, I'm choking over here.
Okay. If you don't, in your trade name, oh, you'll get in trouble if you don't. And your trade name has already been Shanghai into the foreign jurisdiction of the sea. So it requires official recorded, never registered action on your part to return to the land and soil jurisdiction, which is a fundamental requirement for you to form a jural assembly. Otherwise, all you could all you could form would be a jural society. It says once everyone has done their paperwork and established their bona fides as people born on the land and soil of one of the American states, or to parents or a parent born on the land and soil of one of the American states, so as to be an inheritor. This can go back 3 generations for those born in the unenrolled Western states. You are ready to begin. So I guess you got to do your paperwork, basically to become a state national before you can even do this part, right? That's kind of what I'm getting from it. It says done their paperwork and established their bona fides. As born on the land and soil, you got to prove that you are born on the land and soil.
Among the states.
I thought all you need is a birth certificate, right? All right. A jural assembly has offices. All of these offices are held on behalf of unincorporated business entities and are unincorporated offices. Those offices include the local town and county sheriffs entrusted with enforcement of the public law, the land jurisdiction state judges, properly called justices, and the soil jurisdiction county court justices known as justices of the peace. It also includes court clerks, recorders, bondsmen, deputies, public notaries, and coroners. All of these offices are elected by members of the jural assembly, who are the qualified jurors making up the jury pool from which all trial and grand juries are drawn by lot. I should highlight that. There we go. All of these
And that one too. And all of these too.
Which one?
All these offices. Right under.
Right here?
Yeah.
All these offices are elected by members of the jural assembly. Qualified jurors making up the jury pool from which all trials and grand juries are drawn by lot. The land jurisdiction state courts doing business simply as, for example, the Ohio State Court enforce the public and organic laws of Ohio, including the provisions of the Constitution for the United States of America. The local county courts also enforce these same laws, although there may be particular, even peculiar, local laws pertaining to soil and water and security issues of their soil jurisdiction. All land and soil jurisdiction courts operate under the provisions of American common law. We do not practice equity law, which is a hybrid of English common law and immorality law.
That's the law of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be when they combine this. Remember that the book, The Law of Nations?
I haven't read it, but yeah.
What it's doing is talking about all of the European laws and how they are not necessarily joined together, but they have some basic things that they bring out for that rules, laws, whatever you want to call it, to that you should keep.
Mm-hmm.
That are the foundation of laws. Well, at least they think it should be foundation of laws.
Damn, where was I at? Okay, yep. The land jurisdiction county sheriff is the highest ranking law enforcement officer in each county. All C jurisdiction LEOs and corporate security personnel, Pinkertons, and subcontractors, agency personnel report to your elected land jurisdiction, county sheriff, not the other way around. Yep. Your General Assembly elections to fill the offices of the court are conducted as standard public elections, though all electors must meet the same eligibility requirements as the members of the General Assembly. That is, you can't cross over and vote in the private corporate elections of the General Societies, and they can't come over and vote in your public elections of the General Assemblies. You see, they doing that a lot with these plants and incorporating different other stuff. But all right. Your General Assembly elections to fill the offices of the court are conducted as standard public elections, though all electors must meet the same eligibility requirements as the members of the General Assembly. That is, you can't cross over and vote in the private court. I think I read that. All right. The two jurisdictions are mutually self-exclusive, as one cannot be on the land and on the sea at the same time.
Right.
Once your General Assembly jury pools are filled and your officers have been elected, your court is open for business. Once your General Assembly jury pools are filled and your officers have been elected, your court is open for business. For your members only, as these are people courts. They deal only and exclusively with people business, issues of private property and assets, marriages, probate, and estates of people, rights of people, and so on. They can hear mixed jurisdiction, cases in which people are unincorporated businesses, have issues with other unincorporated or incorporated businesses, and General Assemblies can act as parties to cases. For example, people of Colorado versus Simon P. Jenkins and Sons, or people of Lords County versus IBM. These are essentially the equivalent of class action cases in the land jurisdiction courts of our states and counties. They don't hear any issues arising among incorporated commercial entities. That is the business of the Jural Societies in their courts. You want to come back to it?
Yeah.
All right, leave it out right there. I could probably put a red right here. See, leave where we marked stopped at or something.
All right. Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is so involved, man. You gotta be paying attention to read this stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So that's page. So we made it to page 4. Yeah, we made it to page 4. That's what's up.
Yeah, I think that's good because I mean, if we dissect it and we intake it little by little, because it's a lot of information to digest all at once. You will drive yourself crazy.
Yep.
And we're not in that business of driving ourselves crazy. So I agree. I think if we just take 3-4 pages a session, well, the book. I mean, well, let's do the math on it. It's how many pages is it? 209.
Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah.
Divided by, let's say, 4 pages. So, it's going to take us 52 sessions to get through this. Oh. Now, that is not really a bad thing.
So
because how many weeks are there in a year?
That was 213.
52.
Yep.
So, if we did this once a week, read through, talk about it, take notes, come back to that. I can see this. Ain't nothing happening so fast that we can't take our time. We all live and we got, things we're doing. I could do that. Put a few, an hour or so to the side over the next year. And we coming up on a new year, Gregorian, we could count it that way. And do this. I have no problem with it.
Okay.
And actually get through it and get an understanding. But even like with a course, even they have crash courses and stuff like that. But school takes time. If you really want to get it right.
But David,
true, you can get it quick. But do you really even understand all that you, read when you go fast like that? They got those fast courses. I know that. but what are you really getting? And are you really absorbing the knowledge? Or are you just trying to pass the test so you can get a certificate? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind that. I think it's an interest. It's an interest to you, my brother, which makes it an interest to me. Because as a
Okay.
rule, I would be interested. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
But I do understand you, and you're not an island. You're not going to do it alone. You need your backup system in place. So hold on, I got to go turn this. I'm over here cooking. So
Okay.
y'all
Okay.
keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What day would probably be good for us to meet? Like probably Wednesdays.
Hmm. Well, I'm thinking about just I'm still thinking on that.
Okay.
Well, at least because I don't want to clash with
The
with
business or
the
anything?
car
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Nivea.
Oh yeah.
What days would you want Nivea, or would you make uh clear, hour or so uh that you would make clear for this kind of meeting?
Let me stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that other
We
book
just leave it
though.
open. Yeah.
I'm gonna get that other book though. That what's it called? Is something is wrong when
That's what it's called.
you she actually mentioned it in this book we just
What
got to look
is it
at.
like at the end, or she mentioned, or at the beginning?
No, it's at the beginning.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, I gotta look at it.
She said she said something about it. Said something is wrong when an American affidavit of probable cause,
Oh, okay.
first
Yeah, yeah.
first edition. Yeah,
Affidavit.
she
Yeah, I remember
mentioned in
seeing
here.
that.
I want to grab that book. I'm trying to see if I can find it out without having to pay stuff for it.
Hmm.
Oh no, okay.
You might can find it online for free because I downloaded that one for free.
It's supposed to download for free.
Yeah. So,
As what I'm looking at, what do I have to do?